Hello my friends, welcome back to my channel, Diamonds and Washi. My name is Katie, and if you are new here, hello, welcome. I hope you'll consider subscribing for lots more diamond painting content. And if you're back, welcome back. Today I am here with a reveal and post review of one of my recently completed diamond painting kits. In these videos, I like to actually show you the completed canvas so you can get a sense for what the diamonds look like once they are down. Look at that sparkle, which I can never capture adequately in pictures, so you get to enjoy that sparkle and shine. I'll go through some of the things that I really loved about the kit, any challenges that I ran into, just some overall thoughts, and even if this exact kit is not in stock or available or your taste even necessarily, hopefully it's still going to give you a good sense for what this particular company has to offer. So I do have my paper logbook here, you guys. I do really enjoy tracking things on paper. I'm just one of those people. I also do track my kits in the Gems Flow app, which is really handy. But yeah, I've completed over 100 diamond paintings at this point, and it's really fun to refer back through to these. So anyway, I started this kit which let me tell you what the name of this kit even is. This is Rainy Day Mermaid, you guys. This is from Diamond Art Club and the artist Erika the Goober. It actually just released a week ago, and I was sent it as a sneak peek from Diamond Art Club. So thank you to Diamond Art Club for sending this over. I filmed that sneak peek on Thursday, and then as I was opening it up, looking at the colors with you guys, you can even go back and watch that video, I'm going, you know, I kind of want to kit this up and start it immediately because I was not expecting these colors to speak to me as much as they are. And this artwork I adore. I remember when this was in the voting polls, maybe a year ago, over 6 months ago at this point, which if you didn't know, once you make your first purchase from Diamond Art Club, you can actually join the Diamond Art Club VIP Facebook group. And in that Facebook group, they will often regularly put up polls where we get to vote on our favorite artwork from a selection of different artists that they have licensed. And so I remember this one being in one of those polls. So I'll link to that group below, by the way. But yes, anyway, I remember this one and just being like, ugh, that's another Erika the Goober mermaid. She's had several of her mermaids released with Diamond Art Club over the years. Some have since been discontinued, but this one I just was immediately in love with. And like I said, as I was going through the colors and looking at the canvas, I thought, I just want to start her right now. I live in Southern California. It has been very unseasonably rainy out here lately, and so this whole mood is what I am feeling. I love reading. I do not have a beautiful clawfoot tub at my window side that I can enjoy this scenery, but this is a whole mood. And so I just wanted to work on her right away. The size on this kit, the drill field, the actual image is 50.7 by 63.9 centimeters. And this kit has a total of 53 colors, round shaped diamonds, and it has 4 different special drill colors. So there are 3 AB diamonds, or Aurora Borealis drills. Let me show you up close here. So if you take a look here, you see these diamonds right here, this line of light pink diamonds, they are even more sparkly than the diamonds next to them. They have this really amazing iridescent coating on the top that just really works beautifully to highlight areas on a piece, and it just sparkles even more than regular diamonds do and has a really, really pretty color shift effect. So we have 3 of those. We have this light pink in her tail and kind of the water splashed on the floor here, which up close it's harder to tell. But then we also have a red AB in kind of like the actual like body part of her tail here, this really amazing red AB in here. And then we have this really, really pale, it's not white actually, it's a really pale aqua, but it doesn't look like it. It almost looks like a grayish or a white, honestly, that is making up these clouds. All these clouds, look at all those drills. Oh my goodness, how amazing. So those are 3 ABs. And then we have just a little bit of this gorgeous iridescent diamond that has a crystal effect. It's this really pretty pale topaz that is in the candles and the candle flames. throughout. So there's just a couple in there. Really love the effect of those. They have kind of a glassy effect. So pretty. And there's like this silver backing on them that covers up the symbol behind them so that we just see that crystal effect. There's some of the ABs in the book as well. But yeah, so I really enjoyed the special drill placement. I thought it was all really, really nice. It was a nice use of one of these special drills, like not just the ABs, but like these crystals were a nice choice as well. I started this kit, let me see, I kitted it up that Thursday, which was January 19th. And worked on it a little bit, and then it just took me a few days to finish. It has a good amount of color blocking, you guys, especially with the shading down here. Like, this is all one color, then this next gray color is all one color, and so on and so forth. There's a lot of color blocking. The exception is really like in these like window panes here, where it's kind of the blurred effect of the trees and bushes outside. And there was a little bit of confetti in the leaves, but really not bad at all. Lots of color blocking. Color blocking is when you have, if you couldn't tell just from my explanation there, like large sections of the same color. So I was able to use my multi-placer. I had these colors in my tray for a while. Confetti is when there's more color changes in a small area, so even in the book a little bit. Doing more single placing in these kinds of areas and changing out the color in my tray a little bit more often as well. But I finished this on January 23rd, so this was a 4-day kit, pretty quick. This was my 4th finish of the year and my 110th finish of all time since I started diamond painting almost 3 years ago. And she was a beauty, you guys. I love this piece. I love it. So speaking of things that I loved, as I said already, just really thoroughly enjoyed the very serene, warm, cozy colors and vibe that this piece really had. I think the Diamond Art Club captured that feeling so incredibly beautifully. I think they did an amazing job with it. I really like the effect of the raindrops on the window. I think that's beautiful and totally comes through. I love it. Even the streaks that come through, like the landscape in the background as well. I liked the special drill placement a lot, like I mentioned. And to be honest, you guys, even though as I'm looking through the colors, unboxing this kit and going, oh my gosh, these muted tones, which that's kind of one of my buzzwords here, is that I love pieces with lots of muted tones. I was like, this is calling my name. This sounds lovely. I want to work on it. Once I started really getting into it, I was like, oh no, like there's lots of browns and greens, which I've always felt like those colors are what make me hesitant to work on large landscape pieces. That's what I just had in my head was one of my issues with working on landscapes. You'll very rarely see me work on landscapes here on my channel just because I have a tough time with them. I think because they're very confetti heavy, I thought it had a lot to do with the colors. But this piece kind of made me question that because this has a lot of very typical landscape-esque colors. Heck, there's even like this is a landscape going on in the background. Like those are just blurry bushes and plants and flowers and stuff. But this was not a slog at all to work on. I am not exaggerating when I say that I really did enjoy working on every section, every moment of this painting. And so I wonder if maybe it's less about the colors, like maybe that has less of an impact for me than I thought. Maybe it's more just about the actual subject matter, and maybe it is a bit about the size because this wasn't too big. What did we say? 50.7 by 63.9 centimeters. It just wasn't that big, and the majority of it was color blocking. So maybe because it was just like a small splash of landscape, and even these earth tones like in the background and everything and up in the corners, it was fine. I wasn't sitting there going, oh, this is like not enjoyable to work on. Like I'm staring at the clock. No, it was very calm and serene to work on. And I'm happy about that. I'm really, really happy about that because that would have been a bummer if I would have gone into this thinking it was going to be this beautiful, amazing, perfect experience and then been disappointed by like the reverse. By the way, can I just show off for a second this washi tape? I'm in love. This is from Simply Gilded, and it's books, like, and it has this gold foil effect, and I just thought the color suited this artwork so darn perfectly, even with the like pink and white floral border, and then books because, I mean, she's reading a book, but the colors even match, kind of like those earth tones, those reds and browns and everything. Sorry, I just had to point that out. I don't know if this exact washi is still in stock, but they regularly do different color variations on that book style of washi. I have a few. I think I have one that's in blues and stuff like that. So other things that I really love about this piece, I thought it was really beautifully rendered all around. I really enjoy how Diamond Art Club renders Erika the Goober's artwork. Like I said, this is not the first mermaid that they have done from her, and I'm sure it will not be the last. But I think they just do a really, really nice job. The color blending and everything is really nice. I thought that like the blending in her skin tones is absolutely beautiful. Even her hair. I'm like, her hair is beautifully done, especially with the highlight from the glow of the candle. Perfection. Diamond Art Club's rendering team, in my opinion, did a beautiful, beautiful job with this particular piece. I don't want to neglect to point out that I thought that this piece had what I call all of the usual suspects, the basics, really, like kind of the foundation of, is working on your diamond painting going to be an enjoyable experience? So for example, the canvas quality is really nice. Diamond Art Club has these like really nice, the backing is super soft, which makes less of a difference when you're actually painting, but the material, it's a mix of being like super sturdy but really malleable. It's gorgeous to work on. I love working on it. They also use poured glue. It's a really high quality poured glue. It's forgiving, so if I placed a diamond that wasn't like perfectly centered, I could adjust it and the glue would tolerate it. And then it sets really well. So I have not had to worry at all about drills falling off, even though I had this rolled up real casually while I was waiting to film this video for a couple of days. Even like with the drills, with the diamonds like rolled in, which they say like, oh, you're not supposed to do that. If just FYI, that matters more with squares, less so with rounds, but that was going for it. The drill quality was really nice. This is one of the kits that has Diamond Art Club's newer round drills. At this point, I'm like, do we still call them the new round drills? Around a year and a half ago, Diamond Art Club began manufacturing all of their diamonds in-house, squares and rounds. Their newer round drills, since making that change, are hyper faceted. They're very sparkly. When you run your hands over them, they maybe feel a little bit more pokey or rough than their older round drills did. I don't hate it, honestly. It's kind of soothing to run your hand over them. Some people don't necessarily like the more like sort of defined and sharp feeling, but you can't say that the sparkle doesn't pay off. Like I promise you, there's no filter happening here. That is all just very basic lighting, all just on the canvas. The dark drills are where you're really gonna see that sparkle pop even more than the light ones. So that was going for it. I did have plenty of drills left over in most colors. There was one color, this one, that I was like, and there's a straggler, not correct color diamond in there. This one, I almost ran out. There wasn't a ton of this particular shade of red, I don't think. Like this wasn't one of the ones in her tail that there was a bunch of. I was like, ooh, it's getting a little down to the wire there. But here's the thing. As long as you're the original owner and purchaser of your Diamond Art Club kit, you're covered under their lifetime warranty, which includes if you run out of any drills. Don't worry, this is my lazy bum here. It just puts like if I find straggler drills or something, I just drop them in the corner here. I usually have a little trash minder near me, but I didn't this time. Here are we have our ABs. Pretty red color AB. This is that one that on the canvas does not look aqua in my opinion, but it is. It's a really pale aqua color. Definitely reads as more like, that's this color. To me, that reads as more like gray or off-white, like not aqua to me at all. Which I'm good with. And then we have this pale pink AB that was in her tail. That's a nice subtle AB. I really like that one. And then this was our special drill, which I have oodles of this one. They gave plenty of this. That's a piece of dryer sheet that I put in there because this crystals, or as Diamond Art Club calls theirs, iridescent drills, are a bit more static prone. I think that they had told me that maybe the crystals, the iridescent drills, were the only ones that they don't manufacture in-house. Don't quote me on that though, you guys, okay? But there's a look at those, that really pretty like pale topaz. You can see the silver backing. But I had so many of these left over. there was, you know, just a couple dozen on the canvas, but I'm going to save all those because hello, they're super pretty. But yeah, so I did have plenty of drills left over, and I knew that if I had happened to run out of that one red color, I could just contact Diamond Art Club, and their customer service responds super quick, like practically any time of day or night. So I know I would have had replacements really quickly if I would have needed them, but I didn't, so not a big deal. Now, as far as things that I maybe wasn't as sure about with this canvas, so this is honestly, you guys, I had to be picky, like incredibly picky. Oops. Literally, I put in the meh column, nothing, and then literally wrote, okay, if I'm really nitpicking, maybe the crystal placement or the background corner shading. So the only thing with that is that I did do a little bit of a double take when I looked at it, when I saw that there were some crystals like down here, and I was like, shouldn't it just be in the flame part? But it doesn't really bother me. Like, it still works perfectly fine, like as is. And then so when you're up close, and a little bit, I think if you're looking for it, some of the shading looks a tiny bit jarring. But at the same time, if you look at the original artwork, like there is some pretty stark color shifts there. So I'm not mad. You know, I don't know if there's a way to like easily do like more subtly do those color shifts, but this I was like, well, it's a little bit more stark, but this is, I'm telling you guys, this is me being really nitpicky. When you're looking at it at a viewing distance, when you're looking at the piece as a whole, you're looking at like, how is the lighting in this piece? Like, how did the artist create the original artwork? These are not truly complaints of mine. This is me being like, let me find something to say. Let me find something to say that is potentially like, not so sure about this. And then there was one other thing that I did think of. On a couple of the colors, it felt like mostly the darker colors, but you guys, I felt like there was some really minor gapping. Here's a really good example. Not all the colors, specifically like 310 was a big culprit. It's kind of hard to see, but there is more space in between those black diamonds than there is in between, like, look at the gray diamonds next to them. I feel like the black ones are just a tiny bit smaller, and so they're just a little bit more gap prone. So I'm going to share that feedback with Diamond Art Club just to let them know, like, I noticed that with that color. With this color up here is this 3371. I think it's 3371, another dark color. I am a decent multi-placer. I was rushing a tiny bit because I was excited to finish it. So these are not perfectly placed. It's kind of bugging me. But part of it was because when I was picking up the diamonds, it's like they couldn't be too squished together or there was going to be some odd gapping issues. And so I did try to go back and fix it a little bit. But then I was just like, it's fine. You're not going to be able to tell from further away. The bigger drills, again, here's another example. You can see with the lighter color drills, there's not nearly as much space in between them at like the leaves here compared to the darker brown up at the top. Someone on the Diamond Art Club know? I don't know if it's like a drill mold thing or what. I'm not an expert. That's me being nitpicky. Again, when you're pulled back, and if I had been single placing, this just would not have been an issue. But my overall verdict, you guys, this is perfection. Get this kit. I believe that as of the time of this filming, it is out of stock. It sold out ridiculously quickly during both the initial early release and the general release on release weekend last weekend, but it is available to sign up for a restock notification. I think it just was really popular. I think a lot of people really love Mermaids and love Erika the Goober, and we're excited to get their hands on this artwork. So the suggestion I have, especially if you're watching this close to when I am filming and posting it, is to sign up for restock notifications. I will link to it in the description of this video, so it's easier for you to go and do so. But hopefully it'll be back in stock soon. We'll see, you guys. But Rainy Day Mermaid from Diamond Art Club, legally licensed from Erika the Goober. She is a beauty, absolute beauty. Thank you to Diamond Art Club for sending this to me as a sneak peek and for licensing this gorgeous artwork from Erika the Goober. Here is to many, many, many more. Be sure to be keeping an eye out in the Diamond Art Club VIP group for those polls. There's actually one that went up today, the day that I'm filming. It's Thursday. So be sure to go and vote. They put up some voting for the holidays this year, but those polls don't stay up forever. So no worries if you go to look and it's not there. They post them somewhat regularly. So if you see artwork that you love, like if you see more Erika the Goober mermaids, like make sure you vote for them, and that'll hopefully make it more likely that we see them. So anyway, you guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope this was fun to get a closer look and do a bit of a deep dive into this beautiful kit. I hope this was helpful. Let me know below in the comment section if you have any questions whatsoever, I'd be more than happy to help. But otherwise, I'm gonna let you guys go. Feel free to subscribe if you want to see lots more diamond painting content from me, and you can even hit the bell down there to be notified when I do share new videos. And if you wouldn't mind hitting the thumbs up on your way out, if you did enjoy this video, I would super appreciate it. All right, my friends, have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll chat with you in the next one. Bye.